Okay, hey y'all, hey. Professor Johnson here. It always takes a second for my video to pop up. So, hey y'all, hey. Okay, so we are on week 4, and we are back with our AI assignment. This one is relationship building. So we are going to again use ChatGTP and Canva, Canva, Dreamlab and Canva to create. First, we're going to find out some information about our customers using ChatGTP, and then we'll create a post on Canva based on that. Okay, so first, I'm going to pause recording for a minute because it always takes me longer to share my screen than it should. And I'll come back on the other side just a second with the screen up. Okay, and I'm back. Back on the other side. All right, so I am sharing my screen. And first, I'm just gonna again talk about what this assignment is. It's relationship building, and there is a Chat GTP prompt that I have given you. However, when I go to Chat GTP, I customize my personal prompt a little bit because I can't give you all the information for your prompt because you have to put some information in about your brand, right? So I gave you a basic ChatGTP prompt, and in just a second, when we go over to ChatGTP, I'll show you the prompt, how I took this prompt and made it more specific. And then based on what we get from ChatGTP, then we'll have a prompt for Dreamlab. And I'm also going to show you how I customized that prompt as well. Okay. All right. So first, let's go over to ChatGTP, and then let me show you the prompt that I have that I created. If it will allow me to copy it. Let's see. Hold, please. Okay. It's not one thing, it's another. Okay, well, let me copy my prompt. There we go. Okay. All right. So this is my prompt. Okay. It's my prompt in here. All right. So I took the original prompt that I gave you and I customized it. Actually, I'm gonna add something in here as well. Now I'm looking at it. So I started with I'm a social media manager for a lifestyle brand specializing in sorority inspired fashion and accessories. Our brand offers high quality stylist pieces that celebrate sisterhood, tradition, empowerment, and what we design, right? So elevated print tops, dresses, well-crafted knitwear. I'm actually going to take print tops out and put tote bags. That's what I've been using the whole time. Tote bags, dresses, and then that reflects the pride in our story life. I'm also going to change it to just not lifestyle brand, but to the brand name that I've been using, which is Sor 1913. Oops, that. Okay, and then some of the additional information I gave it is that we want to talk about these types of consumers. So these three options that I gave you are actually the objectives for this week, right? So we want to categorize our consumers in segment based on demographic info and buying patterns, and that was covered. We talked about in the lecture. So the different demographic categories that there are. We want to talk about niche markets based on generational descriptor. So within our brand, we want to talk about how we are going to, camera's weird, how we are going to market a little bit different based on which generation we're marketing to, okay? And then we also want to explain the steps in the consumer decision-making process. So what is going to make them click the button that says buy, okay? Some of the additional things that I included, this was part of the generic prompt that I gave you. So I put include ideas for social media posts using Canva, create a Dreamlab post for each idea. So it's going to give us a Dreamlab. It says post, but I'm going to put a Dreamlab prompt. That's the right word. Prompt for each idea, and create captions, create generic and brand specific hashtag for each post, and select popular music selections to maximize algorithm exposure for each post. So we know the algorithm does everything, right? And there's some music that if you use that music, automatically your post is going to get a bump, and people that wouldn't normally see it will see it based on the music that you use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click the button and be ready. Okay, I'm going to click the button. It I don't know why you wanted me to. I'm going to stay logged out. I don't know why you wanted me to log in because we're using the free version. And you see that it's thinking, it's giving us all of the information that we need. Okay, I'm not even going to scroll down to the end yet because it's still working, but just based on what we have here, right? So first thing is we asked it to categorize consumers into segment based on demographics, and they talked about the demographic, right? So college students, and recent grad students and alumni and sorority sisters. This also could be Gen X, Gen Y, millennials. That could be your demographic segment may come out like that. But this is what Canva gave us, right? It talks about the psychographic, so the why these people buy, and for the current college students, they value stylish, trendy, affordable products, and their purchasing decisions are influenced by campus life. And their buying patterns is they buy a lot of accessories and tote bags and casual wear for these events, right? So that's just one. So again, um, every demographic, they give us the psychographics, the why that groups buy, and then also buying patterns, okay? They also talk about buying behavior segments. So within all of these demographics is that there are some people that just will buy at events. There are people that will buy for gifts, and then there are people who will just buy because this is the brand that they connect with, right? So these event-based shoppers will make things around specific events. So founding days or reunions or intake, they call it recruitment weeks, we call it intake. People that are just looking for gifts for their friends and sorors, and then also people that are loyal. Okay, and here, characterize into generational descriptors. So here, this is where they have the Gen Z and the millennials. I don't know why they left. The millennials, they left the X's out. I'm an X, so they left the X's out, but it is what it is. So they talk about the key traits for the generational descriptors, and then they also give us what their shopping behavior is. And for the purpose of this assignment, I'm not going to read all of my results, but for the purpose of your brand, it's really important to know these things because this also will help you decide where to advertise and what to buy. So for the Z folks, they talk about, they use IG and TikTok and Snapchat and whatever else there is. And then for the millennials, they don't necessarily say where they use, but we all say they use IG at the very least. Okay. The other result that it gave us is it talked about what steps these consumers are going to take in their decision-making process. So why will they decide to buy from you versus somebody else? And there's um, five steps in decision-making process that this result has gotten us is that they need something specific. They have been looking all over the place. So they may have your brand, they may follow your brand, or they may ask their sorority sisters, like, hey, who are you buying stuff from? So that information search, right? Looking at the products, your products versus other brands' products, which is the evaluation of alternatives, deciding on the best product, and then what do they do afterwards? So do they comment, like, or recommend your brand to somebody else? I am scrolling down using the bar on the right, but if you hit this arrow, it'll take you all the way to the end of your result. But I want to take us through the pieces. So just FYI, that's why I'm not hitting the thing at the bottom. Okay. All right. So here are these are the things that ChatGPT came up with as posts, right? So one is a tote bag reveal, which is great. It gave us a prompt for Dream Lab. It gave us some captions, some hashtags, and some music. Apparently they like Good as Hell by Lizzo because they gave us that result last time too. The next post that they gave us was an option for knitwear, so some kind of sweater or cardigan. And they, again, same thing, gave us a Dream Lab prompt, a caption, some hashtag, and some music. They gave us Dua Lipa. And then they talk about the last post is, oh, actually, they gave us four posts. Graduation gifts. They gave us Rise Up by Andra Day, which is interesting because Andra Day actually is a member of my sorority. So I definitely would use that song this is a real business for my sorority because she is one of my sorority sisters. So we love that. and then some formal fashion, and then they gave us Savage Love by Jason Derulo. Okay, so this is your result, and all I'm asking you for you to do, obviously, I want you to read it all. I want you to read and understand what your result is, but you're just going to copy this result, drop it onto a Word document, save it as your business name, your name, and then upload it to the assignment. Okay, that's the first part. Now, the second part is that we're going to pick one of these results. So we'll pick one of these results that they've given us, and we will modify it, because there's always some more descriptors we can add. So you see, I give you a generic post, and we add more info to it, it gives us a better result. So I'm going to take one of the posts and go over to Dreamlab and drop it in, make some adjustments, and then we'll see the results. Okay. So again, I'm going to put you on hold while I get over to Dreamlab. Okay. Okay, and we're back. So I'm over in Dreamlab, and I'm going to drop in the generic prompt that ChatGPT gave me, and I'll make some modifications. Okay, so I'm gonna do a tote bag post for this one. You see, last time I did a sweater in a tote bag, a cardigan in a tote bag. This is just gonna be a tote bag launch. And the prompt that he gave me is to create a vibrant, joyful image of a sorority sister carrying an elevated chic tote bag with matching accessories, include soft pastel backgrounds, bold typography stating sisterhood in style, and elegant overlays of the brand logo. Incorporate boho chic, collegiate vibe with natural textures. So I'm going to make some minor modifications to this, because I want, in my head, I have an image of what I want. And if you don't have the resources to go out and buy, to take the pictures, or you're pressed for time, I want to give it as much information I have. Again, if I had a picture of the tote bag, I could add an image that could guide it, but I don't. So for here, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say, create a vibrant image of a Gen Z sorority sister. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be more specific. A black, because that's what it is. A black Gen Z sorority sister carrying an elevated chic tote bag with matching accessories. And I don't want soft pastel backgrounds, because that's not what we do. I'm gonna say include. I'm gonna go back to my color. My color story, crimson. Oops. Into crimson, cream, and black. Oops. Okay. Incorporate a boho chic collegiate vibe with natural textures, and then have the sorority sister on a college campus. Okay, let's see what it does. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, and remember, I can make some changes with the style. Let's see. I'm going to change the style for a little bit. What do I want to do for the style? I think for the style I'm going to use the bokeh, because it gives it the portrait effect, right? So the background is kind of blurred. So let's see. I'm gonna change that style, and then I'm gonna create. Let's see what it does. So I gave it some info, specific. I said, I gave the race of the person I want. Hey, yay, awesome. I gave the race of the person I want. I wanted her on a college campus. I talked a little bit about the typography. I don't have a brand logo. Let's take the brand logo out, because I don't have the logo in here. And let's see if it gives us a different result. I'm not unhappy with these results, but it's giving me some info that I don't want, right? So it's saying Gen Z here, because they're thinking that's the logo. And then I kind of don't want the letters on it, but whatever. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it does. Let's do that again and see what it gives me this time, since I didn't ask for the logo. All right. Okay, we have some good choices here. I feel like it still says Black Gen Z here, which is probably the thing I don't want to take. I don't want in here. So I think I'm gonna take the Gen Z out as well, and see um if I get an even different result. Because it just everything says Black Gen Z on here. Let's see. How about, I may say African American and maybe they put black in there because they think it's a color. Let's try it again. Okay, one more time. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got some good ones. All right, I have some that I can make work. So I can make this one Sisterhood and Style work. It's, cute girl, natural hair, on a bag, on a college campus, even though sisterhood is spelled here wrong, right? That's why you gotta look at AI results because they're not always right. But some of these could be doable for the purpose of this assignment. I'll do a cinematic concept as well. So let's click that again and see what it says, what result it gives us. Okay. All right. So there's some, these are actually probably better. I love this sisterhood in style, especially if that's what the bag actually said on it. Again, you gotta watch AI stuff because her arm is super long. But I think this could be a great choice. So I would just go ahead and download this. Um, Yes, I'm on Safari, so it's doing something nitty. Oh, there we go. It downloaded it, just downloaded another page. Of course, we talked about how we could always go to the home screen and we could go to social media and we could create an Instagram post from scratch. It's just more steps, right? It's just more steps. For the purpose of this assignment, it's just go ahead and use the Dream Lab version of it is asking me to pay for Canva Pro. I have Canva Pro, but just not in this account for the purpose of this class. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so we created, let me go back to my projects. So what we did is we created oh, no, I'm sorry. We created a Instagram post. Any of these would work. Again, you have a couple different options. If I did creative, let's see if it gave us anything else. But there's one here that I actually like that I could use that will work. And then we're just going to download that. And oh, these are cute too. All of these are cute. So a bunch of options, right? So just download one of your options and upload it to the assignment. And again, even though ChatGPT gave you a prompt, you don't have to use that exact prompt. So take that prompt and modify it. You know what? Let's go back. I'm going to go back and see if I copy the exact prompt, what the result I would get. Let's see if I copy the exact prompt, what kind of result would I get? Let's see how different they are once I added some more info to it. You never know. It might have been better. We're gonna find out in just a second here. All right, yeah, no, this wouldn't work because I need the sisters in it and the colors don't work, right? The colors don't work because we know we're working red, white, and black. But again, not necessarily anything wrong with these, but just for the purpose of what my brand is, these don't work. But as you see how different the results are when I just changed a couple of things, right? I changed a couple of things. So, I could have not included the typography in there. I could have not put sisterhood in style, but once you get the prompt is just ideation, right? That's where you start your idea from. And then if you don't get the exact result you want, then you just make some adjustments. Okay. All right. So what you have to do, right? What you have to do for this assignment, take the prompt that is given to you below, uh, drop it into ChatGPT. Of course, like I said, make the modifications based on your brand, your colors, or any other thing you might want to know, that you might want to know about, anything else you might want to include in the prompt, and see what ChatGPT pops out. And then take one of the social media posts and drop it into Canva Dream Lab, run it through a couple times, add whatever information you would like, download that result, upload it in the bottom. Okay. So get your result from chat, drop the prompt in the ChatGPT, modify it, read your result, right? Copy and paste it onto a Word document, take the prompt into Dreamlab, play with it, get the result that you like the best, download that result, and then upload it for this assignment. Okay. So again, Word document, and an image, and you will see my results below. All right, see you on the other side.